Hello everyone, I'm Heather Dawson and welcome to California Life, where we bring you the best of California every week on our show. And this week we have a very special episode here at the Hearst Castle for Sunset's Savor the Central Coast. Let's check in with our very own Audra Stafford.
The main event here at Santa Margarita Ranch showcases the best food and wine that San Luis Obispo County has to offer, but there is so much more to savor here on the Central Coast.
Halfway between San Francisco and Los Angeles, you'll find San Luis Obispo County, a unique combination of white sandy beaches, rolling hills, and two distinct wine country regions, both of which are world-renowned.
It still feels like you're going back in history to old California, and yet it's extremely modern.
In addition to the legendary Hearst Castle in San Simeon, the area boasts two missions, as well as the Santa Margarita Ranch, which is one of the original Mexican ranchos. Each year, it's home to the wine and food event in the West, Sunset Savor the Central Coast.
We take over the crest of the hill and do all kinds of wine seminars and tastings.
This is where the pages of the magazine can come alive.
Where you can savor a sip from more than 200 wineries, savor a taste from dozens of Central Coast restaurants, and savor the experience of interacting with some of the best chefs in the biz.
You'll see a lot of recipes and a lot
Like
of chefs
Nathan
talk
Lyon.
about slicing them maybe a quarter of an inch. And
live cooking is my favorite. You know, I'm the youngest of three boys, so I just love this interaction, the excitement.
This is from the new street food cookbook that just came.
And hot tamale, Susan Feniger.
What were you cooking today?
So today I did food from both Border Grill and from Street.
The Burmese melon salad.
It was how do you entertain and do food from all around the world. So of course I did way too many dishes.
And I'm pretty willing to bet that all of the people who were in attendance here today, they didn't mind that you made too many dishes. They were probably happy about that.
Yeah, for sure. I told them I didn't think I'd get through, but I actually got through them all. So that was great.
Sunset Savor the Central Coast also offers seminars on everything from winemaking
One is from Italy.
to olive oil.
We did attend the marketplace olive oil briefing today.
Pretty neat.
Yeah, it was nice. It was informative.
What's the best thing you've either had to drink or to eat or that you've seen here so far?
Okay, I have to admit the cheese booth is my absolute favorite. I love it. I come every year.
Oh yeah, what makes you keep coming back?
Good food, good wine, good people.
And great opportunities to get out and explore the surrounding area.
The zipline tour here at Santa Margarita Ranch is a surefire way to take your visit to the Central Coast to whole new heights. Here we go. Ah!
The tour includes 4 flights and an exhilarating look at the ranch's rich landscape.
Just really wonderful to learn about the history of the ranch and just how much they care for the land, the sustainability and their respect for the history. And it makes coming across the ranch so much more interesting when you're doing it by zipline.
The excitement of Savor doesn't end when the sun goes down. There's even more to enjoy at sunset.
One of the most highly anticipated events of Sunset Savor the Central Coast is the enchanting evening here at Hearst Castle.
Tonight we can all come here, only a few hundred of us, and see this as perhaps even William Randolph Hearst would see it.
This year also featured Sunset's first ever international wine competition.
This is the one time in the weekend we branch out beyond Central Coast territory, but it has the same sort of spirit about it, exploring regional wines, wines that have a sense of place.
And one place everyone wanted to be, the inaugural Paso Glow at Windfall Farms.
The thing I love about this event is that it's a celebration of all things local in this area. And a lot of local people come, but a lot of people come from outside the region too, and I think they're starting to understand that the Central Coast is a really vibrant area.
With experiences you can savor only in the West. Bringing you the best of the Central Coast, I'm Audra Stafford for California Life.
Well, in order to truly savor the Central Coast, you can't possibly do it all in one day. So, got to find out where to stay. Let's check in with Audra Stafford for some of the most beautiful resorts in all of California.
California's Central Coast is known for its vast vineyards and beautiful landscape. But what you may not know is that it's also home to one of the state's largest elephant seal populations, and what was once known as the clam capital of the world.
We're situated halfway between San Francisco and Los Angeles, and right smack dab in the middle of so many fantastic locations such as Hearst Castle. We have the beautiful beaches here, wine tasting out in Edna Valley,
and top-notch hotels like Dolphin Bay Resort and Spa.
Whether you want a vacation in the lap of luxury or experience that feeling of a home away from home, Dolphin Bay Resort and Spa has a place for you.
We definitely appeal to a wide variety of guests, not just locals who come, to spend the night and have a fantastic meal at Lido Restaurant, but also those that are looking to really escape from the hustle and bustle.
Dolphin Bay is located in the heart of Pismo Beach. And along with this breathtaking ocean view, each 1 or 2 bedroom suite comes fully loaded with a gourmet kitchen and washer-dryer unit.
It's a great place to come with your family and actually stay. You feel like you're coming home at the end of the day.
And if you feel like enjoying the ultimate in relaxation, there's Le Bon Vie Spa.
It's a great way to indulge when you're on vacation. You have everything all in one spot here, from the luxurious day spa to the award-winning cuisine, fantastic wine list at Lido Restaurant, and the gorgeous suites with the ocean view and luxurious linens. It's the complete package.
Bringing you the best of the Central Coast from Pismo Beach, I'm Audra Stafford for California Life.
Stay tuned to find out why we followed California Raisins down the Yellow Brick Road to Kansas.
Then we get a glimpse into Hollywood's golden heyday at the Hearst Castle. And finally, before we sign off, let's switch gears and take a wild ride with one of the healthiest Nascar drivers, Carl Edwards. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us right here at California Life.
For the 5th year in a row, California Raisins recognizes the nation's most innovative bakers during America's Best Raisin Bread Contest. From the vine to the oven, contestants in the nation's only professional baking competition are competing in 3 categories: artisan, commercial, and my personal favorite, breakfast. The California Raisin Marketing Board and hand-selected judges representing the American Institute of Baking narrowed down their search throughout the nation to find the best of the best raisin bread. More than 100 bakers sent in their master creations involving California raisins for the judges to sift through and decipher which loaf was going to blow their baking hats off.
There are 36 finalists here. We started America's Best Raisin Bread Contest to honor the working baker in America for his creativity and also to encourage more creativity.
From start to finish, we watched the professionals and students concoct loaves of deliciousness stuffed full of healthy California raisins that we could barely keep our hands off. Nancy Kane from Against the Grain Gourmet came all the way from Vermont to show the judges a highlight of both coasts.
I'm making a raisin cheese Danish. This is a gluten-free pastry.
Competition judge Gilly is a graduate of the Culinary Institute of Baking and AIB. This is Gully's 5th year judging the challenge, and he's constantly being impressed by the contestants.
Every year I get just amazed by what's happening in the innovations. We had one that had a super loaded vanilla infused raisin bread, and it was just absolutely spectacular. It was just like eating rum raisin ice cream. The baking industry is going to be on a new uprise and a renaissance.
After hours of sifting, kneading, and even braiding, the perfectly baked raisin bread loaves started appearing from the ovens, and the best part of judging began. Things are heating up in the judges' room as the bakers present their master creations to the panel. What are some of the things the judges are looking for? Creativity, craftsmanship, and mouth-watering flavor. Each contestant stood up before the panel to present their bread and their story behind the inspiration for their product. Then the nail-biting began as all the contestants, their family, and the judges gathered for an awards dinner to find out which 13 bakers would be taking home a 5-day trip to the raisin capital of the world, California. But the bakers can hang their baking hats for this trip because it's all fun from here, as the 13 winners will get to see California raisin production up close and personal, visit Yosemite National Park and the Culinary Institute in St. Helena before they journey to downtown San Francisco for a seafood supper in one of the most famous seafood houses. While not every finalist won a trip to the Golden State, just making it to the competition made everyone a winner. To find out more about how you or your favorite baker can enter next year's competition, visit sponsor California Raisins website at www.loveyourraisins.com. Bringing you the best of California from America's Best Raisin Bread Contest, sponsored by California Raisins. I'm Gabrielle Daddario for California Life.
Let's switch gears and take a wild ride with one of the healthiest Nascar drivers, Carl Edwards. Stay with us right here at California Life. In the 20s and 30s, Hearst Castle hosted many of Hollywood's elite. So let's check back with Audra Stafford to find out exactly who may have been on that glamorous guest list.
William Randolph Hearst named this place La Cuesta Encantada, or the Enchanted Hill, and it was even more enchanting in its heyday when Hollywood came knocking.
Since becoming a state park in the late 1950s, the 250,000-acre showplace in San Simeon, known as Hearst Castle, has seen a lot of visitors.
We've had almost 40 million visitors in 54 years.
Before that, Hearst Castle was the place to be for the A-list crowd.
Everybody that was anybody, you were invited to the ranch. This wasn't the castle, this was the ranch.
William Randolph Hearst's dream home, made up of this palatial main house, 3 guest houses, and 127 acres of gardens, terraces, pools, and walkways, all decked out with world-class art.
We have over 25,000 pieces of art. Everywhere you look, in 165 rooms, this magnificent collection.
Which made for great conversation at Hearst's many dinner parties.
This was where the guests would come in the evening and they would meet Mr. Hearst before dinner. He loved to talk about his art. They would have cocktails and hors d'oeuvres. And then dinner was served at 9 in the grand dining room or the refectory.
Guests were also invited to watch movies in Hearst's private screening room or swim in the beautiful Neptune pool.
It was for the guests' enjoyment. So it was eye appeal and comfort when they came here. That's what Mr. Hearst wanted to give his visitors.
So it's no wonder those visitors were only too happy to indulge him.
Calvin Coolidge and George Bernard Shaw and Winston Churchill and Douglas Fairbanks and Charlie Chaplin, they were all here.
And all these decades later, Hearst Castle is still just as enchanting as it was back then. Bringing you the best of California from the Central Coast, I'm Audra Stafford for California Life.
Hilton Honors as a sponsor of Team China and Team USA, and bridging that gap and bringing them together, all the medals that they represent, all of the successes, it's really going to be a special weekend.
Team USA took on Team China in the Hilton Honors Beach Volleyball Challenge at the Hilton Hawaiian Village Waikiki Beach Resort on Saturday, October 20th.
We're very grateful that Hilton Honors and USA Volleyball chose our destination. We think it will be perfect to showcase Waikiki and bring our hotel into millions of homes.
For competing athletes, it was a great way to get back in the game following the excitement of the London Olympic Games.
How can you miss with being here in Waikiki? I mean, it's unbelievable, and you're staying in a beautiful resort. You know, Honors is just taking care of us. We got a beautiful room with an amazing view, and we were able to bring our family, and it's really a really cool, awesome atmosphere.
During their downtime, several athletes even took time to help inspire the next generation of Olympic hopefuls during youth volleyball clinics.
They're really excited to work with the Olympians. They're excited to work with the gold medalists, the silver medalists, the bronze medalists. When you look at the hardware that represents these people on the beach here, it's pretty impressive.
And of course, athletes made time to enjoy all that Hawaii has to offer.
I would like to go check out Pearl Harbor. Never done that before, and I hear it's 15 minutes down the road.
I just love going snorkeling here. You know, we were just checking out the sea turtles over there as they're popping their heads all over, and it's just the life underneath the ocean is pretty cool out here.
You can catch all the volleyball action this Saturday, November 3rd at 5 p.m. Eastern Time right here on NBC. You can learn more about Hilton Honors and how you can join for free by visiting HiltonHonors.com.
And finally, before we sign off, let's switch gears and take a wild ride with one of the healthiest NASCAR drivers, Carl Edwards.
Nothing in all of professional sports personifies the passion of competition more so than the drive to be truly great.
I am there to do one job, and that is to win that race.
Carl Edwards has that drive. Consumed with a drive for greatness, Carl Edwards simply outworks.
Once I had that paradigm shift where I started paying attention to staying in shape and treating my body right, I feel like that really helped me a lot in racing, and it's helped me a lot in life.
Outperforms.
Life's an adventure. You got to go do it. It's neat. It's different. I never expected to be co-hosting a morning show with Kelly Ripa and things like that. I want to have some fun and do some neat things, and I've enjoyed all that stuff.
Outstudies.
In my mind, if you're going to do something, you might as well do it really well.
And simply goes faster than those around him. Along the way, Edwards has grown into one of the brightest stars in NASCAR.
It's been an adventure. I'm very, very fortunate to be doing what I'm doing.
Edwards has parlayed his talents and success to become a voice in the community.
I feel very honored and humbled to have been chosen by the President and the First Lady to participate in the President's Council on Fitness, Sports, and Nutrition. If you can educate people, especially at a young age, I think it's great.
And one of the most distinguished marketing partners in professional athletics.
The partners that I have right now, the most fun things we do together are the things that I can get behind, and I can say, hey, look, I love Subway breakfast sandwiches. So, what can we do to go out there and get the word out? Aflac. I broke my foot playing Frisbee. I got my Aflac checked. I know how it works. I respect what they do. And for me, when I can work with a partner and help market their products or market their services that way in a real, live, genuine way, that's as good as it gets.
While never losing sight of his competitive edge or desire to be the best.
For me, when you get it right, when you're standing in victory lane and the champagne's flying and everybody's happy and you've accomplished something and beat all these other people, it's so satisfying because of how difficult it is.
It's closing fast now. Through dedication, determination, sacrifice, and talent, Carl Edwards has grown into a mentor, example, competitor, and champion. This is Roush Fenway Racing.
Well, that wraps up our special episode of California Live here at the glamorous Hearst Castle. If you missed any part of our show, remember you can go to our website, californialifehd.com. I'm Heather Dawson. We'll see you next time.